Good morning, guys. I trust you are all well. What a beautiful winter's morning in Gauteng. I wanted to share something with you that I picked up this past weekend. So, I can speak 5 languages. So, Afrikaans, English, Zulu, Greek, and Hebrew. So, in all, full disclosure here. So, in Afrikaans, I'm very fluent. I can do that. Although there are some people that really speak Afrikaans very well, like a beautiful way, and I'm not quite there. English, very fluent, except when it comes to some of the tenses. Has, have, I'm not ever sure which one to use, and so sometimes I've been known to reconstruct a very short sentence into a paragraph to explain myself, to try and avoid has and have, particularly. I have to also admit that in Greek, I know one particular sentence, Afcharisto parapoulia ola. And unless it's changed, that means thank you very much for coming. So thank you very much for listening to this. My Zulu, also, I really know Giskoko, which I know the hand sign doesn't really, it makes me feel that it's a bit more authentic. But essentially it means I'm burnt porridge. And it really is a much deeper meaning than just a superficially burnt pop. But, that's a whole nother video. But then I'm also, I'm not a Hebrew speaker per se, but that's really what I want to come to. And it is something that a very dear friend of mine this weekend shared with us. And it's been so phenomenal. So this is paraphrased quite a lot, and I'm going to ask him to check this before I send it to you. So when you get this, it's there's a fair amount of authenticity to this process. But I want to share with you something very unique about the word shalom, and this is what we were discussing this weekend. So shalom, if I think about it, it talks about peace, and I don't know about you. When I think of the word shalom, I think of white doves and sun coming through the clouds and angelic harps playing and ultimately shalom as a peace that's ultimately I think what I would have want or what I want from that. But what I never thought about is that to get to that ultimate peace, there's a very harsh process that has to happen, which is what the word shalom actually explains so beautifully. And the 4 words. And I could completely mispronounce this, so don't go now do a speech in Hebrew based on what I'm just about to tell you. But the 4 words that make up the word shalom is shin, lamed, vav, and mem. And those 4 words in the Hebrew language comes with pictures. It's like like the word, and then there's a picture to describe it. And in essence, this is where the amazing thing lies. So I want to quickly share this with you. So the word shin. And you also understand that in Hebrew you read from right to left, so it doesn't make sense. So I'm also going to show you the picture here, but it's from left to right, so that makes sense. So shin means the picture for shin is like almost like a W but in squares. So it's if you think of teeth, or sometimes it's also described as fire. So it's something that's destructive. It's destroying, breaking apart, tearing loose. The next part is lamed, which is the picture for that is the shepherd's staff, and it represents authority. It is the staff that was used to open the Red Sea, for example, in the Hebrew context, and it represents that authority that comes with it. Vav is the picture is a tent peg or a nail, and so if you think of a tent in the desert that is pegged to the soil and it's holding it there, it's holding it to that it's binding it. So those 2 things are binding. And then the last part of that is mem, and the picture for that is kind of a wavy one, which represents chaos and just stuff that is not. It's not a calm picture. And so when you look at the pictures that spell out the word shalom, it is destroy, authority, bind, and chaos. And so for us to have shalom, that ultimate peace, we have to consider that only comes when we destroy the authority that binds us to chaos. And that to me is just such an amazing and beautiful picture in my head. And so just wanted to share that with you. May today and this week that lies ahead, may you experience shalom, and may you not just search for it, but work at it every moment that you can, and keep that in mind. So may God be with you. May you experience shalom in its fullness, in everything that you do. May you have a great week.